Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Shakedown Gt3 series, coming to you for round 4 at Valencia in Spain. I'll be your commentator tonight. This is mucking up already. There we go. I'm your commentator tonight, J381. Always through there. That's obviously my stream. Unfortunately, I won't be racing tonight because I'm away for work. This stream might not work tonight because it's just all over the shop. But let's see how we... Yeah, I don't think this is going to work. Just stick with it for now. We've got just under left. And we're going to leave. Go back to the garage. We've got a 10-minute quali session and then into a 90-minute race with one compulsory stop. If anyone's watching, feel free to put it in the chat. Tell me who you're barracking tonight. That's so I think it is. So fastest lap with a 1:33.6. Tommy just on 4/10 behind. So 1:34.02. Just behind him is Pickle at 1:34.1. Then we've got Pickle with 34.4, 34.7, and Gherkin with a 37.2. Wages tonight with RSGs and Smooth 20 representing the Shakedown Racing League. We have Pickle and Gherkin, which is part of my team, which is Retirement Racing. Bibble, who's part of I want to break check, but I don't think that's right. Breakpoint Motorsport. Purple Wave, who is part of Purple Wave Racing, and Not So Fast Halley flying solo today as he's not available to race. There's any Alaskan bobsledding. But hopefully my stream holds, guys. I do apologise. It's a bit funny. As like I said, I am away from the Xbox with me. My son's not too happy about that, but tough titties. Running on the resort Wi-Fi, so I don't know how good it's going to be. You can see through all those corners there, the cars are a bit sideways, so might be a bit of lag tonight, but we'll just find out. Some coffee, so... Get back into the seat, set up. Alright. So we'll jump boy with people in the Lexus RCF. Just on par. Let's up a bit. Should move into the 33s. Safe. As you come into sector 3. And a little bit of time through that chicane as you come to the crest down into the final corner. And a lot of time. Missed the apex by quite a bit. So Unfortunately, he was scratched up and moved on. Gherkin has managed a 36.2. That's possibly a PB for him. Jump on board here for a second and listen to that. Looks like cars are screaming along. He's just on 3 minutes down on his best lap. Missed the apex by a little bit there too. It looks like there's a little bit of understeer in the Lexus. Pretty much got par on his best lap. Ooh, runs very deep through there. So that's invalidated his lap for that section. Dibble in the McLaren. Just oh, that was invalid. Let's jump on board here with Mr. Bill. Close to down a dirty lap. Seems that in practice you can get away with running a little bit onto the green there, but during race time, if you get all 4 wheels on that green, the ball will throw you a curveball. Quicker than his fastest lap, which is a 34.47. He catches a little bit of curve there, seems to throw the car a little bit. And a little bit of time there as he has zero for practice. People will come around and complete his lap, but he lost a lot of time there hitting that outside curve, sent the car into a bit of a shake. Getting some time in the last car, comes across the line. Oh, no. So after practice we had RHGs on 33.6, Smith Tommy just behind 7/100ths of a second from one. Behind him was Pickle with 34.1, Fibble in fourth with a 34.4. Purple Wave in fifth with a 34.73, Gherkin in sixth with a 36.0. So Gherkin actually bettered his lap, which is good. And Halley has not settled yet, but he will go out now and put out a ridiculous number of people to chase. The jam here in the pits. What's going on? Don't know what camera angle you're on. The cars are moving around. Welcome to the stream. Feel free to chuck in the chat there who you think is going to take the win tonight. It'll be interesting when we get into the race. Like I said, it is a 9-minute race. There is one compulsory stop, and there is only fuel. But in the last, most people have changed tyres as well. So I dare say this track being such a tight technical track, it is basically a MotoGP circuit. So I believe it will be a little bit hard on tyres tonight. It's the most normal change during the pit stop. But there is a undecided window of when the pits will open. It's supposed to open 15 minutes after race start. Last round we had a little bit of an incident where it was only open for about 7 minutes. So it was a rush to get in the pits and get everyone to change tyres. We don't know whether that little glitch is going to happen tonight. So my team has opted for at least get halfway and a little bit over. So if that happens again, they can just fill up and go. There's Hallie out on track in the BMW. But quite a good mixture of cars for the GT. BMW for Hallie. OGs from Shakedown running the AMG Gt3 Mercedes. Of course, us for retirement racing opted for the Lex for something different. One of the oldest cars in the game, but seems to be super quick and reliable, and especially good for us because with our new driver who's new to sim racing, and we also have Triple Eight, who's opted for game, which we ran last year for Impact Motorsport and was quite successful. We win the manufacturer and the chip for GT3, which was really good. So good to see our Mustang on there. And Mr. Fibble, I know who his brother is tonight. We've got Jackson and Riley for Breakpoint Motorsport. Looks like Anarchy is a no-show tonight, so shame there. We're going to have 7 on the grid. But in saying that, Fibble has set the fastest lap with a 33. Followed then by RSG 7. Nicely through there and up in sector 1. Now to the short chicane to another hairpin. 7 tenths, almost 8 tenths up. Under the banner. Nice sweeping chicane here. Goes off that curb, takes a little bit of the outside curb. Over the sweeping hill down to the final corner. Still 7 tenths up. Manages 33.07, which puts him to provisional pole at this stage. There from Hallie. Last lap was a 33.3. He's 10 up, so this will put him into 33 runs. Drifts all the way out. He comes up to the line. There's a 33.08. So there is nothing in it between 1/100ths of a second. bit of oversteer there on once he didn't better his lap that time, unfortunately. So we're just on 40 seconds left. Most people will be on their last lap. Pulled up there. You'd be pretty much disappointed with the 60% finish. Purple Wave's been quite good practice, in fourth at the moment with the 33. Once again, guys, I do apologise for the cars lagging all over the place. It's obviously the resort's Wi-Fi, not as like it is at home. There's most cars that come to their lap. .3298, but he's 3 to 4 tenths off his lap. Tommy's managed a 32.6. Tommy's got the work working for him. That is fantastic. Well, what can Halley do? Through the final. Down the corner. It's 4 tenths up. This will be close. It's along and 32.47. So just pitched on. Oh yes, and so that was contact. Alright, just on 2 tenths of a second. Back in the garage. Let's have a look at qualifying. So, Not Fast Halley takes pole tonight at Valencia with a 32.47. Just on 2 tenths behind is Smooth Tommy in the AMG Mercedes with a 32.67. People in third for Breakpoint Motorsport with a 32.84. So, only just on behind Tommy. So, the top three are pretty close together. Then we go back to Purple Wave in the Mustang with a 33.68. Followed by RSGs with a 33.70. Pickle in 6. He would be pretty pissed with that in practice than that. So yeah, managed a 33.96. And Gherkin in 7th place with a 37.48. So it looks like the boys from Retirement Racing have got a bit of work to do. But we all know with a 90-minute race, anything is possible. Need to be patient and as we now getting fish before we jump on the grid. Now a good chance to grab a drink, grab some chips and dip, and get ready for round 4 of the Shakedown Online Racing Series 3 series. As we just piled onto the grid now, we Still have a 5-minute intermission session, so most of themselves set up or purple wave. Alex Giz, that's how you say it. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. And cool, reckon was on in the com box. It's unfortunate because I think I was doing pretty good in the series. I think I was first mate. So yeah, kind of gutted that I had to go away from it, but it is what it is. You do what you do. So tell me, who have you got your money on tonight? We know that the race favourite will be Halley. Saying that, Smooth Tommy. So Tommy will be knocking on the door there. Maybe we're having quite a few mishaps in the last rounds. The Mercedes just hasn't worked for him, but looks like he's got it ready to go. Dribble here. He's quite quick. But I think he's having a few issues getting a balance in that. Purple Wave, Mustang is super fast, so you never say never. RX Giz be in contention too for a podium position. Same here in the number 72 Lexus. Anything is possible in this league. Just on 2 minutes to go, and then we have a full formation lap. While that's happening, I'm just going to sort myself out and get ready. Interesting to see what the stream does when all the cars are close together. Hopefully it holds out for us, guys. If you haven't already, guys, please, if you would please feel free to check it out. Leave us a comment, what you think, how it all went, whether you want to see more commentary. Getting ready for the 30-second bell, where the ignition will start. Guys, are you ready? Again, Pickle, you concentrate on racing, mate. Don't worry about the stream.
30 seconds.
Here we go, 30 seconds. So we come into the driver's seat. Cars are down. Harley will lead the way. A little bit of a weave to this temperature into the tyres. Right the back to get a bit. It's going to look terrible. not going to be a good stream from me, but I do apologise. But see what happens. We jump forward. Not too bad, but still not too good either. Get a bit of temp into those brakes. Well, it looks like Phil had a bit of an off there. As they come up now for double file. They'll hold these until the green flag drops. So good luck everyone. Hope you have a good race. I hope this stream holds up for you to watch back tomorrow. Round the final. Bit of a gap there between RXGs. People especially on the other side of the track. Why is he there? What's happened? Pickles had a bit of a mistake. Kirkham's gotten around him. He's only the opening lap front. Halley still leads from Smooth Tom, followed by Pitbull, Purple Wave. Purple's gotten back around. Pickle's gotten around Gherkin. As Halley leads him around to complete the first lap. He's got a 1 second gap now open to Tommy. 1 second gap back to Fibble. And Fibble's been harassed here by RXGs. We'll just call him RX. Well, that's very wide. A corner cut. Unless he's backed out of it. He has got a bit of a gap back to Fibble. Bit of a gap forming towards the back now. 1 second on Purple. Gaps are starting to open up after lap 2. Closing on the back. Got the gap now down to 0.8. Ryan Harris on the 33 33 fastest lap. He's run really. Oh, purple waves dropped through already. That has not taken long at all. That is unfortunate, but that's a bonus kick there for Pickle and Gherkin. I definitely would say that was from track limits. So interesting to see if he will pit this lap to get that done. Close that gap down to 7 now, so from 2 seconds back, his tyres nice and warm. And so close that in. Oh, there's an accident up ahead. Who was that? That is Tommy. Tommy is right up there, so Tommy did that bounced on him. This will seem like an absolute lot. Nine seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. Oh, just on 15, 16 seconds now, back to behind Smooth Thomas. There's a lot of ground there. Purple's going to have to make up. It'll be interesting to see. Let's see if we can quickly look at the replay and see what happened there to Tommy. There's through the chicane. Curb. That was the inside curb that unsettled the car. That's very unfortunate there for Tommy. We go back. Not fast Halley, still in the lead. Now pulled a 4.3 second gap on Fibble. RX is just on 1.5 seconds behind Fibble, so he's closing that gap up. Smooth Tommy's made around Gherkin. It's got a 7.5 second gap to Pickle that he will be charging down. Pickle now got just on a 4 second gap to RX. We'll be trying to hunt that down to find that spot on the podium. We'll just need to watch the race time to see if we get to an hour and 15 minutes where the window will open. Otherwise, it's going to be a mystery guess as to when that window will open. Oh, boys, run wide there. There's obviously issue with understeer in the Mustangs. I did notice last year when being quite heavy on the front, really did suffer a bit of understeer at some tracks. But here's where the battle is for seconds. Mr. Fibble, 34 RX did a 34.0, so 3/10 quicker than that, and he's closing the gap. Jump on the rear wing here of the McLaren. Well, RX, see how it's done. a second a lap on the field. People have managed to get RX by just on a second lap. It's interesting to see as it crosses the line here what lap time done. 33.2 or 33.39. The RX has had a bit of an issue. Harley holding the fastest of the race so far with a 2.9. Tommy's now got that gap down to 5 seconds. I think they're expecting into the first hairpin. Let's jump on board here with Smooth Tommy. Jump on board Helmet. Oh, people take the speed. When he gets down, just on. Then when the timer slows down, still 12 seconds ahead of Purple, but he's going to be gutted on that. He's now just given a position to Tommy. Should get Gherkin back. Yeah, on board with Gherkin. Looking at the rear window. So Gherkin is new to the series. Only been sim racing for about 8 months. So he's still in the lead. He's getting quicker. Got good advice from his brother Pickle as his teammates. That is the PB. Oh, someone else is out and off. Bibble, it's the same corner, has thrown 3 cars out in the first 7. And Smooth Tommy is going to be right on the back of him now. Massive shot of flame out the back of the car. As they drag race down, the back Tommy will be in the slipstream. Bide his time through turn 1. Try to put the head in turn 2. Trying to cover. So you go shallow. A little bit of contact there. It could just be into, not too sure. Tommy makes that move and makes it stick. That's 2 cars in 2 laps at the same time. Let's see if we can jump into the replay and have a look at that. The first one we'll be looking at is that inside curve. Oh, Tom just misses him. Then we go on board with Bibble. let's say that, and then he hit the outside curb. Oh, that is very unfortunate. He tours the gravel to turn around. Oh, Purple Wave is another drive-through. Oh, man. Oh, wonder when Tommy is here because Purple is right on his back. And as we say, 1 minute 15, the pit window has opened. So the possibilities can happen now. Pushing pretty hard to try to stay on the back of Tommy. What is going on? RX just ran up the road. And the 35 this is the 35-4. Pretty close lap. Purple Wave, he will be gutted with that. A little bit too hard and the car is just understeering, but I don't see him coming back from that, not unless someone gets some major damage. AMG back. Let's see if we can see where both cars are strong or weak against each other. That bump is coming to 34.5, 34.2. Like that. You're going to have a look on the back of him. Top the nose out. He's backed out of it. Right on him. We jump on board here with Gherkin. Let's do a lap with Gherkin. Have a listen to this Lexus V8 scream around Valencia. That there from there. 5. RX is comfortably sitting in second, with a 30-second gap back to Tommy. Fast Halley, front 2. Alright, 2.7, but it was a dirty lap. So, fastest lap still 9. Tommy's now managed to pull a little bit of a gap on Fibble, out to a second, where the Fibble's made a small mistake. 34.3 against a 34. Not much in it. I think Tommy's just got that AMG to work for him a bit more now. Obviously wants to try to come off the temp. He got a little bit of wear. Oh, purple wave again. The trifecta of pushing pretty hard. Pretty angry under that. Driving into the pits again. The gap between Fibble and Tommy still sitting around 1 second. There's a pretty big gap now back to Fibble, which is 22 seconds. Back on. Behaving. Looks like there is a little bit of understeer into it. Purple's going to drive into the stop. Oh, going to get pinged for that. See what he's going to do. Fast track to the pits because now he's going to be stuck there for 2 minutes before any works can take place. Might as well just pull it into the pit bay, don't you stop, go out and then get your penalty for speeding your pit lane, which I believe will be a 30-second stop-go penalty. So basically he's going to have to do like 2 compulsory stops. It has not been. All is still on here between these two. Where is the best get around Tommy? Wide there. Fluctuating a little bit between Tommy. There's nothing time left. 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 4. So only 100%. Oh, wide. He's had to back out of it. That's going to let Fib will go up on the inside. Tommy will be a little bit dirty about that. Tommy's turn. Chase dribble down. Moving in the mirror there, all over him off the right. Now it's just so vicious. Tommy's going to be on. Can the switch back happen? Pickles on the inside. Is he going to have a lunge? Puts it into the apex. They go side by side. People are going to be on the inside for the next turn. Oh, slight break, and he lets out of it. Tommy back into third. Hallie now out with a 20-second lead. Just doing Hallie things. Looking on the inside here. They're side by side. Pretty much out on his own. But sitting in fifth, slight position from where he started. Good points for the team. And same with Gherkin, sitting in sixth. Got one position from his start. Rex is out on his own. But the gap between him and Biggle and Tommy is getting around that 10-second mark. So you can't catch see. I'll stay on board with Rex and watch him cross that time he's doing. His last start was a 35 34, so they are catching just over a second a lap. So as we come to just on an hour to go. And that is a strategy, what they're going to do. Who's going in Gherkin's going into the stop? So 32.72 plays against 35-0, 36-0. Gherkin, first one to do his compulsory stop. He'll be all fueled up. I believe he has done tyres. open wave should be getting relieved. Because if you do fast track to the pits, there is a 2.5 before any works can take place. But I don't think you can do your compulsory stop until you've done another lap. Just pulling the pin and sitting there, I don't know, I'd be out just doing some laps for a bit of practice, but oh, bit of contact here coming on the main track from Phil and Tommy as they drag race down the start. Phil's going to be tight here. On the inside. He's got to run. Going for a switchback here. Side by side through the king. Tommy's still on the inside for the next turn. Some good battling going on here between Phil and Tommy. Tommy has pulled a little bit of a gap this lap after half a second. A little bit of breathing room now from Fiddle. Well, it's not the other cars. Second there, got a limit. Through that section. And through there too. Nicely done. Group chat, so he's done. So the gap between Fibble and Tommy is still stagnant at from half a second. Phil's closing in on his bro, but his bro has done a lap pit stop already, so Girk will get that back. Ugh. Tommy's managed to push one. See how long this takes. Because if it's 30 seconds, guys. So we'll just watch the timer up the top left. See what time he actually hits the marks. And so 26. We get to say 56, we know he's done tyres. There you go, car's dropped, 56 seconds back out. Oh, Pickle has got to drive through. Obviously, track limits. God damn it. Pickle. This is Pickle, if you're watching, you need to slack him up with this race. But it is easy, especially this track, like, especially for turn one. There's hardly any give. The boys are racing each other. Alright, race each other as long as there's no contact. Unfortunate for Pickle, but in saying that, he will still hold his position. Possibly. He'll have a lot of work to do to catch back. So that will be his goal now. Once he has done his drive through and done his compulsory stop, his main aim now is to chase Gherkin. He'll be kicking himself, I know it. Definitely know it. So it's going to be interesting now to see how these new tyres are working for Fibble and when Tommy will pit. Tommy will be looking at him soon. I think Pickle will be too. So Tommy's managed to now be out on his own, put some laps together, and he's brought their time down from his teammate RX down to 9.5 seconds. So it's gone from that 13, 14 seconds down to 9. So he's getting time back on second place. So I probably think Tommy will stay out for a bit. If he had to just punch out a few laps here. But then again, he doesn't want to stay out too long and run on used tyres. The Fibble will be on greens at the moment. He's saying that if he leaves himself enough time, he'll come out on green tyres that are newer and he'll have a better run towards the end. Better grip than Fibble. As we can see that Pickle is just going into the pits. Do his compulsory stop. As he hits the mark, that's 24 seconds. It should be 54 tyres. I dare say Here's Gherkin coming up to Sector 3, coming up over the hill down to the final corner. 56, there we go, Carlos drop. Pickle rolling out, Gherk's just back across the line. The Pickle hasn't lost out too bad, they're a bit of an off. Pickle's actually come out in front of him. So I dare say Gherk's had a bit of a mistake there. RX Alley is now in the pits, doing his stop.
Thank you very much.
So he just comes down the main straight. He's going to pass Halley and take the lead of the, but still has a compulsory stop to do. And Smooth Tommy goes through as well. So I dare say Halley is doing tyres as well. Would have seen that everyone else is. He's dropped now, rolling out. We're still trying to hunt down RX. People. Let's see. Last lap there for Tommy was a 36.3. Bibbles last lap was a 34, so 2 seconds quicker on a new set of tyres. Bump just looks so bad. We'll just stay on board here with Tommy as we watch. RX will be crossing the line soon, seeing what lap times he's doing. The line. Well, he's in the pits. RX is driving. That just leaves Smooth Tommy. Out of the car. Does this mean that Tommy will come in this lap? I have to keep an eye on that one. Fresh tyres, Pickle's doing 35. RX has done his stop. Done tyres, knocked over the sign. Ooh, just in front of Fibble. So Fibble has definitely made up ground with those tyres. So I dare say Tommy will see that. And will want to come in and get some tyres. Fibble's pushing as RX is on cold tyres. You're going to go side by side. Fibble's going to look up the inside here. Got a bit of traction coming out of the corner. He backs out of it. Oh, but RX runs wide. Oh, goes to the drive through. Oh, contact, but glitching. Looks like we're handing out drive-throughs left, right, and centre tonight. through. Massive corner cut there from RX. Turns in early just to block the corner from Tribble. 27, he's got a drive through for that. That's a bit of a referee for Tribble. Probably just back off a little bit. Knowing that he's going to have to save that. So we're still waiting to see Smooth Tommy's going to hit. Yes, 2 more laps to complete that stop. That's Hallie sitting second behind Smooth Tommy, but has done his compulsory stop, so we'll take the race lead. Tommy goes in. So Tommy still continues on. Last lap was the 35-1. Last lap was the 30s. Even though I would have tried because they still battling each other. As RX pulls into the pits to do his drive-through. Fuel's now been cleared off 33.9. That one will react to the compulsory stop. And will he do tyres? If he doesn't do tyres, he's got a minute gap over Dibble. So if he only does enough fuel to get himself tyres, you know, you can save yourself about 15 seconds there. It'll be interesting to see. We'll have to just wait and see what Tommy decides to do. As he's being harassed here by Hallie. He's let him through. Smart move on him. Not racing. Opens the side to let him through. Currently on 3. This 90-minute race. Still have Tommy to the poultry stop. I'll tell you what, for an hour, these tyres are obviously handled pretty well. Then he dropped off a little bit of time compared to his first lap. you know that lap there was a 35.6, that was going to be slower because he was caught up with traffic letting Halley through, and another 35, that's not too bad. Our old tyres. Orange has come out 26 seconds after 26 seconds behind Fibble. So that means that if Tommy pits next tyres, he should fall in, I reckon, probably Jax, if not maybe just behind. Considering the pace these guys are going, like his last up was a 34.0 compared to Tommy's 35.2. So there's almost a second a lap in that. People's last lap was a 34.5. People's last lap was a 34.8. So everyone's on 34s that have done tyres. Here we go, Tommy's in the pits. So what we do, let's return to garage. And pop the map up here. And stop. So let's just see what happens here. People just going through. And then 27 is RX, who's just going around the hairpin just in front of Ty, who's the triangle. Looks like Tommy is doing tyres as well. Fibble's coming down the front straight. Fibble will get him. As Tommy just drops as Fibble goes past. He's rolling now. So Fibble is just on 7 seconds ahead of Tommy as he leaves pit lane. But does come out in front of RX. By quite some margin too. By just on 20 seconds. Ooh, I don't know. I fucking do apologise, guys. This is not my best work, but some coverage is better than no coverage is the way I look at it. So it looks like we have lost Purple Wave. He has finally pulled the pin and left the lobby. So Halley has managed to now get around RX. RX runs a little bit wide there. Be careful too, we're just on 30 minutes to go that you can drive through. So far the only ones that hasn't got a drive through is Halley and Tommy and Fibble. So the top three got any ones that haven't copped yet. So 34.5 last lap. We'll watch now and see what sort of lap he's doing. Everyone else is pretty much in no man's land, out on their own. Gergen comfortably in 6th place. Pickle sitting in 5th. Just on 50 seconds behind RX. Tommy's on a pretty cracking lap here. He's already a second up on his... We're just heading through that last chicane. Tommy's just heading around that last head. So Tommy's going to be pushing pretty hard for the next couple of laps to try to close that gap on Fibble. As Fibble crosses the line, does a 34.29, and there's Tommy in the background. Comes up and across the line. The 33.9, so Tommy is gaining. He's gaining about 3 or 4 tenths a lap at this stage, but that's only the first lap on warm tyres. This is good practice for Gerb. Just learning the tracks. He doesn't know a lot of these tracks. A little bit wide there. That's all right. There's one thing I like about both Pickle and Gherkin is that no matter what happens, they will always finish the race because every point counts. That's what happened last season and why we won the chip, because we finished every race. So Tommy again is up on his last lap. Which coming around to the last corner. He's down on his lap just as he comes across the line. 34.2. Tommy with a 33.1, so he's gaining now a second lap. So that down to just on 7 seconds. So let's jump on board here, Tommy. Get it started again. after watching Tommy for a few laps, he's definitely gaining time by at least a second lap. He got that time now down to Pibble 4 seconds. Pibble's done a 34.8 that lap. Tommy's done a 33. We're still sitting in 5th. RX is 23 seconds behind Tommy. 23 minutes to go. It'll be interesting to see if he can close the gap. I doubt it if Tommy's doing 33s. RX's last lap was a 34.1. The gap is slowly closing down to 3.7. Being 3 tenths in sector 1. People, you can see there's Tommy in his mirror. With a 390, he's down a bit more pace there. Tommy's done a 33.2, so he's gained 7 tenths that lap. Oh, it's a bit wide. He's lucky he backed out of it a bit, so corner cut. Got him now down to 3 seconds. Bump. Back out of the throttle a little bit to settle the car. Tommy's 34.2, so that little bump cost him a bit of time. Lap 43. Just on 20 minutes. All Fibble's run a bit wide through the hairpin there. That's brought the gap down now to 2.2. Tommy's gained 8 tenths. Now down to the 1.8. That lap, you can see a 35.2 close to 33.5. A little bit deep as we come through there. Down to just on a second. Lights ablaze. Oh, big bump there. Right on the back of him now. Fibble's going to block. We will try crisscross. In the draft. Into turn 2. Over. Thinks about it. Double blocks. Go shallow. Setting up to get a good run out of the first turn. Dribble goes defensive. Front a bit wide. I don't know how many corner cuts. Gonna make the move right on the back of him there.
The window is closing now.
The window's closed, everyone has done their compulsory stop. 15 to go. Set him up, just run his line, get a good exit through here, draft down the straight. For turn 2, or a dribble block. I'll go around the outside. Box going to be yellow on exit. Put the cut underneath. Down the inside and makes the move stick. A slight bit of contact. I mean, leaves him a little bit of room. We're trying to have a look down the inside at turn 4. Side, and go on the inside for the next turn. And makes the move stick. Moves him up into P2. Now, can Fibble stay with him? I think Tommy's still having the younger tyres are going to... Oh, Fibble runs very wide. That's just let Tommy escape. Yep, now out to pressure's off Tommy. He'll just be concentrating now on just cracking out laps. Pickle's still out there in 5th. Hasn't really been able to close that gap to RX. Floating around that 50-second mark. Still, nothing wrong with 5th. Some good points in the books. Gherkin in 6th. We've got Smooth Tommy closing in to put another lap on him. Under a second now, so Bergson, you see there's been shown the blue flags and steps aside. Nice work. The gap now between Fibble and Tommy is out to 3 seconds. I think that's going to finish. It'll be Halley managed, after he's done his pit stop, he's bettered his fastest lap of a 32.9 down to a 32.2. And even with his last lap with the 32.9 and then that 33.1, it's still fastest car on the grid tonight. So I think it'll be a Halley finish. Smooth Tommy in 2nd, Fibbling RX will be 4th, Fibbling 5th, Gherkin 6th. Unless something dramatically happens, I think that's the way it's going to fall. Which will be a great result there for Tommy, considering the first couple of rounds he just could not get the car. Just going 2 rounds. We haven't had round 3 come out yet for results. Round 1, Silverson. Tommy came home 4th. Not too bad of a result, but he had quite a few small niggly problems. Hang on, that's not right. Tommy came home in 6th place. Round 1. In round 2, had a few little problems at Zandvoort. I know me and him were having a good battle at one stage. I know, that was round 3. My bad. I came home 3rd, too bad. But then in the last round at Zandvoort, I know me and him were battling for a little bit. He had a bit of an incident, and then after I pitted, he pitted, and he came out behind me. I was like 12 seconds ahead of him, he came out behind me. Just as we went through the chicane, got a bad bounce, happened tonight, and put him into the wall, and it was pretty much downhill from there for Tommy. I think he finished 6th or 7th. So this is a good bounce back for him. Back up onto the podium. But once again, I think retirement racing might take the teams tonight, because 2 cars in the field against everyone else is single. looks to, I believe, Pickle will take out Pro-Am tonight. Where is it? Pickle. Let's have a look at that now. Because we do have 3 different classes. We've got Pro-Am, and AM. Pickle will take out Pro-Am tonight. RX will take out the amateurs tonight. It looks like Hallie will actually put a lap on Tommy as well, so he's lapped the whole field. Shows this young bloke's got does do a lot of go in real life. So that's a show. That lap was a 32.8, and considering he pitted probably 12 to 14 laps before Tommy. Beautiful car control from Hallie there. I think people had a bit more of an incident. We'll have to watch this. Track limits again. Just a lap. It's coming down on all runs very wide, and he comes into the pits. As RX has cleared the pit lane, cleared his penalty. Ooh. That was obviously a glitch. So just on 2 minutes to go. Ali's just lap on Tommy. 2 laps left. The gap could come down to just on 30 seconds. So it's a 20, just on a 20-second transit lane for a drive-through. We'll stay on board with the race leader for the final 2 laps. Been a very eventful night tonight. Quite a few drive-through penalties being handed out. What makes you think that if Purple stayed, would he might have actually jumped back over Kirk and possibly people with their drive-through. But when it's not United. Tyre crosses the line to start the final lap.
Final lap now.
So tyres pretty much just been fine. No mistakes. Nice and easy. I think he's been the only one tonight doing 32s. And Tommy got close with a few. To the rest of the field, that's just phenomenal. As he heads into sector 3, the final time. Up over the hill, down into the final corner. Well done, Ty. Great race, mate. As always. Pickle across the line, 5th. It was a good battle there between Sydney, but that late pit stop for Tommy was pressure tyres seemed to work for him. Fibble, still good points on the board for him. Will cross the line for 3rd. Nice job, Fibble. Oh, nuts going on. Bergman will cross the line in 6th. As we wait for RX to come through the final sector. Good battle in 2nd place and sitting there comfortably, but track limits bit him as well as a few other people. And got a drive through and a late drive through as well, so they're knocking back to 4th. Still a good result. And we'll take the team's points tonight. Well, there's our race winner, Ty, doing his celebratory donuts. But there's our result. So not so fast, Halley in 1st, Tommy 2nd, Fibble 3rd, RX 4th, Pickle 5th, Gherkin 6th, and Purple Wave with a DNF 7th. Just going to quickly save the replay. I need it for a screenshot. But that's going to do us for tonight, guys. I hope you all enjoyed that. I do apologise once again for the shit stream. Internet's not really doing too good here. But I will be back on track for round 5. Then round 6 and 7, I'll be doing commentary again, as I will be away for work once again. Hopefully we can have some better internet, or I can work something out that's going to be better for us. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and catch yous on the next one.